Okay, good morning. Thanks for making the effort to come here for our first media brief. I think although it's entitled a first media brief, I think what we will try to do today really is more a conversation. Okay, for me to take the opportunity as Chairman EXCO to share with you some of our perspectives about how we are going about trying to design and trying to organize the NDP and the National Day journey this year. I'm Chairman EXCO. My real life job is Commander 3rd Division, although I think my real life job now become Chairman EXCO. But I think if you were to talk to me, say 4 or 5 years ago, my perspectives would be very different towards holding this particular appointment. I wrote in my first blog, so this is a very shameless plug for go and read my blog on the NDP website. I shared some perspectives about my whole journey from a JC1 student, which is when I first attended my first National Day parade at the National Stadium, how I felt, and over the years, I think in the Army, as we all realize, the SAF has been tasked to organize the National Day Parade with our partners from all the different ministries and agencies. Now, I love my country. I love Singapore, which is why I'm serving in the Army. I believe in what we are doing, and I'm very proud of being a Singaporean. But having said that, while I intellectually understood the importance, and I understand the importance of National Day and what it means, I think if you ask me whether I wanted to be Chairman EXCO and organize NDP, my sense would be, I think no, I prefer to focus on training. Okay, because I related more to that, and I didn't quite, I guess, emotively also connect with the whole process of the National Day Parade and all that. Now, a couple of things happened that I think changed my perspectives completely. Firstly, I think some of you will be aware, when the tsunami happened, I was the commander of the SAF forces deployed to Milabo and Aceh. I left on New Year's Eve, and just slightly over 3 weeks later, we sailed back. I think what happened in between, I think it's not something I'll cover, but really what I want to share with you is my reflections as we were sailing back. So we ended off our mission pretty much on the evening that day, sailing back. It takes 2 days to sail back. I was on LST, watching the sunset, trying to recover and reflect and so on. But there was something that struck me quite profoundly, and which was, while I always believe that I love my country, I have a deep sense of pride in my country, but I think at that moment it suddenly struck me that it was very, very real. I had a very deep sense of pride in our people and in our country. Not because that the way Singapore responded, I think if you all will remember, right? Everybody was trying to come forward, contribute, a lot of volunteers step forward, wanting to be there and so on. But when I was there and I look at our sailors, our airmen, and our soldiers, it was not so much of what they did, but the way they did it, the way they behaved. I think there was a tremendous amount of humanity in the way they conducted themselves. They treated the people with a great deal of humanity, a lot of dignity, a lot of respect. I think it struck me then that, Singapore had a very great spirit. I think not just as a country, but the people. And I think in that sense of pride in our country, I felt a very deep sense of that, and this is something worth celebrating for.